Okay, before I start this video, I'm just going to apologize that the structure I have to use today is literally 2 rocks. No, I'm not kidding. Okay. One of the most popular arguments to prove that there is a higher being is none other than the fine-tuning argument. If you've been anywhere in, like, the God space, then you know this argument. It's basically the idea that the universe is so perfectly aligned, and that the Earth was so perfectly aligned for human life that it is unrealistic to say that it came by just chance. And this is a very popular argument. I do want to start with the fact of how they are correct. It is an extremely low chance, very obviously. To be able to get an Earth that's in the Goldilocks zone with liquid water, people don't realize how rare that is because water is actually astonishing. And we sometimes can forget about that. That is a fact. But what isn't a fact is that this argument works. I did that so cleanly. So, let's take it from this perspective. I almost just jumped back. Fuck! Okay, there are these, like, weird gacha games on your phone where, like, you can gamble, essentially. Like, there's these loot crates or something like that. Or hell, let's take, like, Call of Duty. I'm pretty sure they have, those, like, loot crates where you can get gun skins or something like that. I might be thinking of a different game. Now, let's say we're doing this on one console. And I'm doing the spin for a gun that's a 1% chance. You're gonna realize it comes rarely, because out of 100 pulls, an estimated 1 will actually arrive. Now, it might be a bit more, a bit less, to 0. But what if you had 100 consoles, assuming on the same account, doing the crate at once? You're going to get the legendary skin at least a few times after 5 spins in total. How does this go into my argument? Well, the universe is massive. I mean, let's start with the speed of light. That is, what, 186 to 187,000 miles per second? Which, if you don't know, is enough to orbit the Earth more than 6 times. So it is really fast. But there is a unit of measurement for a certain distance in the universe called a light year. A light year is basically, if you take point A and point B, a light year is, well, how long it takes for light to travel from point A to point B. It takes it a year. That's a unit of measurements that we use for the universe. Which, if you don't know, is 5.9 trillion miles. Let's just leave it there. Now, what does this have to do with the argument? There is an estimated 96 billion light years across the observable universe. And a light year is 5.9 trillion miles. Now, you could throw this into an engine, or a calculator, but that means there are so much space for rare opportunities that it's not, well, it's not going to be something you encounter every day. It's not exactly something that's just not going to happen. I mean, witnessing a supernova is rare because suns live for an extraordinary amount of time. But if you look out, to multiple galaxies at once, you're going to see them popping.